What if I told you you could automate your entire workflow and let AI do the heavy lifting? Imagine saving time, reducing errors, and scaling your business with smart AI powered tools. And this is really true. Well, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create AI workflows that can transform your business operations with no coding required. Welcome to the AI workflow automation tutorial. So whether you are an entrepreneur, marketer, developer, or part of a team looking to work smarter, then this tutorial is designed to help you unlock the power of AI automation. In our today's video, we are going to understand the basics of AI workflow automation, best tools available in 2026, and the practical steps that you need to build your own workflows with no coding required. By the end of this tutorial, you'll be equipped with creating workflows that saves your time, enhance productivity, and can easily scale with ease. Now, let us discuss the agenda of our today's session. First of all, we are going to discuss about what is AI workflow automation and why it matters. Then we are going to discuss about definition, key benefits, and who it's for. Then we are going to look at the AI tools that you need, like Zapier, Make, Notion AI, ChatGPT, and many more. Then we are going to build a no-code AI workflow from scratch. So we are going to take up the real-world scenario, trigger the setup, use AI for data processing. Then we are going to understand about AI decision-making and conditional logic. Next up, we are going to understand real automation use cases. Example for small businesses, content creators, marketers, and sales team. Then we are going to understand some of the advanced techniques and prompt engineering like custom prompts, webhooks, APIs, and AI agents. And then we are going to understand some of the common mistakes and how to avoid them, like misconfigured triggers, bad AI prompts, or testing the workflows. And finally, we are going to have a very good discussion on scaling your automation game. Now, here's a short quiz to test your knowledge. Which of the following is not a key benefit of AI workflow automation? Your options are saves time, increases error, reduces manual effort, or scales business operations. Please mention your answers in the comment section below. Now, before we move on to the tutorial, just a quick info, guys. Simplilearn has got applied generative AI specialization course. You can learn to develop and deploy Gen AI-enabled applications in applied AI course. You can excel at concepts like agentic AI, LLM, RAG, LangChain, and many more. You're also going to learn through 7+ hands-on project and 12+ tool. And also, Simplilearn's Job Assist is going to help you get noticed by top hiring companies. This course is in collaboration with Microsoft Azure. So guys, let's get started. And also, I request you that do not forget to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell icon such that you don't miss out any update from our end. So let's get started. So guys, let us first try to understand what is AI workflow automation. In today's fast-paced digital economy, busy work is a silent killer of growth. And AI workflow automation isn't just replacing human effort, it's about augmenting it so that you can focus on high leverage tasks. Now, if I talk about what actually is AI workflow automation, it is something like this. So if I talk about traditional automation, it actually follows if this, then that. So this is the logic. And it is kind of rigid and breaks the input change slightly. As let's say, consider if the input is changing, then you would see a slight variation in your output. But AI workflow automation integrates artificial intelligence like LLMs or large language models into these sequences. And it allows the system to reason, categorize, and generate content or decision. So instead of just moving data from point A to point B, AI looks at the data, understands what it is, and determines the best next step. Simple analogy, if I tell you, traditional automation is like a conveyor belt, where it moves a box from one side of the room to the other. And AI workflow automation is just like a smart sorter. It opens the box, reads the label, decides if the contents are urgent, and writes a summary for the manager before placing it on the correct shelf. Now let us discuss some of the key benefits of using this. So guys, if I talk about the benefits of using AI workflow automation, then this is like you're saving massive time. So by handling repetitive cognitive tasks like drafting emails, summarizing meeting, or data entry, AI can reclaim 10 to 20 hours of your work week. And it reduces also human error. AI doesn't get tired at 4 p.m. And it also maintains consistent level of accuracy in data processing, ensuring that copy-paste errors or missed notification becomes a thing of past. Also guys, it increases scalability. You can handle 1000 leads as easily as 10. AI also allows small teams to output the volume of a large team without hiring any more resources. So these are some of the benefits of using AI workflow automation. Now, let us also deep dive into what's the difference between traditional versus AI powered workflows. Then, guys, if you see this diagram, so there are a couple of features where we can distinguish between your traditional automation versus AI powered automation. Now, the features which we look for is what is a logic type, what is the input type, what are the decision making process, and what is a maintenance. Now, if we look at the logic part, traditional automation, as we discussed, it was if then this. If. So it was kind of like a decision making and very conditional based model that you had. But AI powered automation is actually probabilistic. It categorizes the thing, it does the reasoning. So there is a flexible and also there is a way of learning involved because you'll be using LLMs. Now, if I talk about the input type, the traditional automation has structured data, means it is going to use the spreadsheets, where input type for the AI powered automation could be voices, images, emails. So you can see there is a lot of diversity in the unstructured data when it comes to AI powered automation. And in real world, this actually makes a lot of work easier. Now, if I talk about decision making, in the traditional automation, it was kind of binary, means yes or no. But AI powered automation uses context where it summarizes the thing, then there is sentiment analysis done, and all these things are kind of very much important. Now, if I talk about maintenance, traditional automation is high. This is going to break if format is changing. But if I talk about AI powered automation, the maintenance is kind of low and it can adapt to various text and data. Now, guys, at the end of the day, I want to say AI automation isn't just for tech giants, and it is kind of like a force multiplier for anyone who wants to manage any digital task. If I talk about entrepreneurs, entrepreneurs can automate and do the lead generation and customer onboarding so that they can focus on the strategy. If I talk about teams, teams can streamline internal communication, project management, updates, and meeting transcriptions. If I talk about marketers, they can also generate personalized ad copy, scheduling social media, and analyzing customer sentiment at scale. Then, if I talk about developers, they can automate code documentation, bug tracking, and repetitive testing cycles. In 2026, the AI tool landscape actually has transitioned from simple connectors to intelligent ecosystems. To build a truly competitive workflow, you need to understand the architectural strength of each player or each tool, basically, which you will be using. Now, in order to look at the top tools which you can use for automation, let us discuss about that. So guys, our first tool is Zapier. Now let me show you Zapier. It's a very amazing tool, guys. And with Zapier, what you can do is you can create amazing workflows. Consider it like an intuitive orchestrator. Zapier is the most recognizable name in the automation, and it remains undisputed king of connectivity. With over 8,000 integration, it acts as a universal translator for the internet. Now, if I talk about the Zapier, this is Zapier's biggest shift. They have included AI agents. So instead of linear A/B trigger, you can now build persistent AI agent. And these agents live across your apps. For example, you can train an agent on your company's PDF and tell it, whenever a customer asks any technical question in Slack, search our manuals and draft a response. But only post it if the sentiment is not frustrated. So you can see like how interesting this is. So if I tell you about this tool, guys, Zapier actually offers kind of free for there are some certain credits. So if you go to the payment page of Zapier, okay, so you're going to get somewhat around let's say there are two versions of it. So first is Zapier Pro trial. So let's say when you create any new Zapier account, you are automatically enrolled in the 14-day Pro trial. Then you can look for the premium apps such as you can integrate it with PayPal, Facebook lead ads, and there are webhooks are there which are very interesting. We are going to cover this. Then formatter AI fields. Now, There are certain limitations, definitely, because based on the prices, the company offers something like a limit. And you can see the task limit is only 1,000. And the number of steps it's included is 30. And these two features are not available, like auto replay and pay per task billing. You can also extend your trials, like all the free trial actually lasts for 14 days. And for the pro trials, you can extend it directly from your Zapier account. Now, there is something called team trials. For this, you have to request an extension, and you can click on this link and you can contact the team. So, this is one of the Zapier Pro trial version. And then there is Zapier for Teams, where you have a 1 minute trigger intervals, 25 users you can add. There are user roles and permission, which is kind of pretty interesting. And there are shared app connections. You can also share your workspace. Now, if I talk about a task limit for the Teams version, it's something like based on the current plan, like 1,000 tasks are added, and import export apps are not available. SAML single sign-in option is also not available. And you can also extend your trials all over here. These are all coming in the free trial versions, but you can definitely go for the paid versions. You can see there is always a upgrade your Zapier account plan. You can read all over here that it's a complete documentation, guys, but I will give you a brief idea regarding this. Let's say, for example, if your current plan costs around $50 per monthly, then you can upgrade to 80 halfway through the current billing cycle. And you can also look that, let's say if you still have 15 days left in your current plan, and you can use $25 credit to your account and charge $55 at the moment of the upgrade. So this is kind of a thing which can be applied to the teams, and it depends upon task to task because every organization has a different set of automation. So there are a lot of things. I would suggest you to go through this, like what is the process of changing the billing cycle interval, if you want to downgrade your plan or cancel your plan. So do refer this documentation by Zapier, a very amazing tool for automation. This comes at number first. Now let us explore the next tool. The next tool that we have is make.com, and we call it as the visual architect. Now, this tool is a very amazing tool, and you can use it for automation. So if I have to say, like, if Zapier is for speed, then Make, which was also formerly known as Integromat, is for precision and scale. In 2026, it is the preferred tool for automation engineers and operation leads who need to say this. Now, if you talk about what are the solutions they offer, so you can see the solution is in marketing. You can drive faster with the marketing. You can use automation in sales. You can use it in operations. You can use in customer experience. You can use in finance, information technology, people, and workplace. So if you want to learn more about it or explore your requirement, you can search these respective domains. Now, they have also given us certain case studies, like if you want to, do the social media automation. So you can read their solution, like they have respected blogs all over here. The apps which they are integrating, let's say Cloud LLM, Browse AI is there, then OpenAI, ChatGPT is there, Facebook pages are there. So they have integrations with them. Now you can start with using the template also. They already have this respective thing. Let's say summarizing a website content and creating a Facebook post with ChatGPT and Browse AI. Now, if you go all over here, you can definitely use this thing with make.com. And similarly, there are a lot of other things, and you can also create your own workflow. Now, let us talk a bit about pricing. So you can see how many credits per month are there. So you can pay it annually or pay monthly. So for free, you can just get started. So 1,000 credits per month, same as Zapier. No code visual workflow will be there. 3,000 apps integration is there. Routers and filters are there. Customer support and 15-minute interval between runs. Now, if you look at, there are another plan called Core, which is $9 per month. So this is very best for freelancers who want to automate their workflows. So unlimited active scenarios, more control over scheduled scenarios. You can increase the data transfer limit. You can access to the Make API. And there is also a priority execution all over here with $16 monthly. Now, if I talk about Teams, with Teams, it is around $29 per monthly. And Teams and team roles can also use this thing. You can create and share your own scenario. Then, if I talk about custom pricing, you can also use this. So, let's say for organization who are running very, very critical businesses, if they want to apply business automations, they can use this. So, you can see custom function support, enterprise level app integration, 24 cross 7 enterprise support also offering, which is pretty interesting, guys. And it is access to value engineering team, and advanced security features are also there. So, based on the requirement, you can look all over here and you can explore make.com, and you can see these are the amazing thing what they have told. AI applications, you can also connect to your MCP servers, you can also extract your content, you can do the web search, you can make an agent. That's pretty interesting. You can make a toolkit also. Now, workflow scenarios also given. Let's say make a code app, or if you want to design any no code workflow builder, you can use this. And system variables and custom variables can also be there, and there are a lot of things. And integrations, if you look at 3000 plus integrations, the custom apps are there. You can access to enterprise apps on premises. Then there is workflow execution also, maximum number of active scenarios, parallel scenario execution. You have maximum file size, you have data transfer, so all these respective things. And you also have governance and observability, where you have unlimited user, you can make a grid, you have team and team roles, analytic, and they offer amazing support and security also. Now, if I look at the security, they have the two-factor authentication, single sign-in options, and domain claim is also there, and amazing thing for hosting. So it's using AWS, available in North America, EU and North, so their data centers are all over here in North America. So this was a short idea about this tool. I would suggest you do explore this tool. Now let us move ahead with the next tool. Now guys, the third tool I would say is ChatGPT. So everyone is aware about ChatGPT, and I think most of the people are using ChatGPT in their day-to-day process. And this has become one of the most amazing tool which actually made a revolution in automation. So I would say this is a cognitive brain in 2026. ChatGPT has evolved from a chat interface to an API first brain of the API first brain of the global economy. It is the engine that provides reasoning inside your zaps and scenarios. It has deep integrations and capabilities. You can do the function calling, and you can also use the tool. You can now give ChatGPT permission to use your other tools also, and through automation you can tell ChatGPT, let's say for example, look at this customer complaint. If it is a technical bug, use a Jira tool to create a ticket, and let's say if it is a billing issue, you can use the Stripe tool to look up their last payment. Then it has the multimodal mastery, where ChatGPT can now be a visual step in your workflow, where an AI looks at a photo of a broken part sent by a customer. It could identify the number from its training data and trigger an order in your inventory system. Now, that's pretty interesting. As per the latest models, what you can use or integrate. So currently 5.2 is going on, and you can also access some of the legacy works, the earlier ones. But I would suggest using the latest one. The latest one is so advanced, and basically all these reasoning models which ChatGPT has are used for high stake automation. They don't just predict the next word, they think through problems, and this is used for automated, let's say if you are doing a legal contract review or complex financial forecasting. Now this tool is best. Now guys, you could use this for text generation, sentimental analysis, data extraction from unstructured sources like messy emails, and you can do it for complex decision making. Fourth up we have is Notion AI. This is a connected workspace, and Notion has transformed a doc and a database tool into an AI native operating system. Notion AI has this amazing AI agent and it has recently introduced it. So the agent actually knows everything that you know, and it has access to your entire Slack history via connectors and Google Drive. You can ask it something like this: what are the outstanding tasks from the project? Let's say, for example, we built in the Slack yesterday, and what is going to happen? It is going to build a summary page for you. Now, this is kind of set and forget feature. You can create a database for meeting notes, even add AI property called action item. So every time you finish a meeting, Notion AI automatically reads the transcripts and populates the action item without you needing to click a button. It has also this amazing feature of Q&A with teams. Notion AI act as 24 librarian. So instead of an employee asking where is the PTO policy, like for example in Slack, you can ask Notion AI which the exact document and the section. This tool is best for internal knowledge management, project tracking, and teams that want their documentation to be alive and self-organizing. You can explore the pricing all over here, guys. So it is free, $0 per month. There are certain features. So these are the respective features. Then you talk about this one. So this is $10 per month. And these are like unlimited collaborative blogs, unlimited file upload, custom forms, and all those things. Then for business, it's around like Notion AIs. You have SAML SSO, you have granular database, you can verify any page. You have conditional forms logic and all those things. And finally, you have Notion AI enterprise level tool. And at enterprise, you can see there are a lot of integration with other tools, and these are their respective features. Now, guys, let us explore the next tool, that is Pabbly. So Pabbly is also amazing tool, and this is an ultimate tool which has carved out a massive niche by being the most cost effective, and this is alternative to Zapier, especially targeting the SaaS tax that kills small business margins. Why this tool is unique, you will be thinking about this. So the reason is there is no charge for internal task, and it has amazing killer features. Like for example, in Zapier, a filter or a data formatter counts as a task, costing you money. But in Pabbly, these are free. Now, this is pretty much interesting. You only pay for the final action, like sending an email, like these kind of thing. And you have a lifetime deals also. Pabbly frequently offers one-time payment for a lifetime automation. For a startup, this could be around $2,000 per year, and you can see this respective thing. Also, this tool is highly reliable for marketing. Pabbly has deep integrations with unconventional marketing tools like mailers and SMS gateways that Zapier sometimes restricts or charge heavily for. Now, if you want to use Pabbly, this is a budget conscious for entrepreneurs, marketing agencies running high volume lead generation, and users who hate monthly subscription. Do check out all these tools, guys. This is amazing, and there are a lot of things you can look up to. So guys, let us try to build an automation workflow using Zapier. Now go to the official website of Zapier all over here, and you can access this by going to the zapier.com. Okay, just type Zapier. Now after this, what you need to do is you're going to create a workflow. So let's say if I am in the home, okay, all over here, and you can see I've created a lot of workflows, so I'm going to show you one of it. So you can just click on create, and let's say news app all over here, and then you are going to see your given workflow. Then click on trigger, guys, or you can describe your workflow to the copilot also. Now there are two ways: either you could do it manually, or let's say you could do with the help of triggers and action. Let us say if I write create workflow automation using Google Sheets, workflow automation, such that the data from my email, let's say, or you can say such a data from my Google Sheets, and let's say which contains name and email and source, and let's say source includes LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. And we can make something like this such that leads from Instagram and Twitter or Facebook are considered high priority leads, and the email is sent respectively. And you can give your email name so I'll add my own email. Okay. And the next thing what you can do is it's a 3-step workflow. First, trigger the Google Sheets. Then you can use Zapier AI for tagging high or low priority leads. And then email is sent, email is triggered every 15 minutes to respective email. And let's say we have given the respective thing, and let us see what Copilot gives us. And you can see all your workflow is automatically being designed by your respective agent. And see, it has started doing it. We can wait for a couple of times to get it completed. So guys, let us now review the steps which our agent is trying to do. So you can see here it's saying add the Zap steps, select auth for steps called, get the fields, update the given Zap steps, and then it is trying to trigger all those given things. And you can see it is automatically filling and analyzing the things. Then it is trying to analyze and return the data. This is the most easiest thing what you could do all over here. And now it is going on the third step to do the respective thing. So this agent is actually kind of very much now you can see guys in the body it's saying new or high priority lead detected, and it is adding all the respective thing all over here. And let's say the given thing, we could also add or insert text or data, or enable read spirits also. Repeat, you could enable read receipts also, but this is fine. Now let us try to test the given step. This step is also completed. Now let me check my email and let us see whether this automation is being done or not. So you can see we have got email all over here. And this is so amazing. The Zapier has this amazing system of using agents all over here. And believe me, this is the revolution what is coming in the AI world. And it is going to automate a lot of things. So we are basically the given agent all over here. Okay, that was our ChatGPT thing. So this was one of the given way of automating the given thing, and we can recap the given steps one by one. If you want to publish this after your given workflow is done, you can publish this. After doing this, it says it is going to go live. So you can see our workflow is pretty simple. First, read the spreadsheet. If you want to see the given data, the given name is untitled and there is a table data attached. Then in the next step, you have the Zapier AI, which is trying to analyze and return the data. And then you are going to send the outbound email. And then after analyzing the type of priority, it is going to share you the respective thing, whether it is a low priority or a high priority lead. And this is pretty much interesting, guys. With agents, you can easily create the workflow automation. No require of, even if you don't have the knowledge of too much by creating the workflow, you can easily use the agents, and agents are going to get your job done. But make sure you need to write very descriptive prompt, because that is the key of getting the work done. Now guys, let us move to the next part where we are going to understand the decision making and conditional logic process in engaging way, such that we can use ChatGPT for making the smart decision. The key here is to take the user queries or data inputs, process them using the AI model, and then determine the smart action outcome. Let me tell you one scenario. Let's say we have a lead classification. Imagine you have a lead generation where lead is submitting their detail. Based on their answers, ChatGPT can classify them into high, medium, or low interest. So let's say I need a solution that helps me automate my social media campaigns. How would it cost for a team of 5? And then let's say if someone does like that, then on the lead two, it says, can you tell me more about the product features? And then the chat GPT starts to respond like, thank you for reaching out, whatever the interest is, and it is going to find the minimum product category and all those things. Now, this is the given idea that we want to implement. So let us try to do the same simulation. Let's say, guys, I gave this given prompt, and let us wait for the given thing. And you can see it has started giving me the respective solutions. Like, for example, it is saying you can use the Hootsuite or Sprout Social, okay, and Buffer Team. So all these respected idea you are getting. Now let us try the next prompt. If you type the next prompt, something like this could be like, can you tell more about the product features? And you just press the enter. So, and here you can see, based on the given tools that you see, it is started giving me the respective, solutions. What could be the solution for those things? Now, guys, let me also show you how you can customize your respective prompt for a specific solution. Let's say you are creating an AI agent, and let's say most of your customers may file this complaint on your portal that they have problem in payment processing. Then let's say if queries like these come up, so you give the query details to the let's say GPT, and let's say I'm interested in learning more about your product features. So how chat GPT decision should make, so you have to give prompt like this. So let's say if the query contains the word payment or billing, respond with thanks for reaching out. It looks like you have a billing issue. We will connect you with our finance team immediately. Now this is pretty interesting. It's just a programmatic if and else that we study. Then it says else if the query contains the word features, you respond with thank you for your interest, and here's more information on our product feature. You can also respond with, let's say, something like this, thanks for reaching out, and our support team will get you back shortly. So this way you can prompt, create a if and else conditional wise integration. Let's say if what we did right now on the Zapier, same thing, you could integrate this all over here also. So guys, let us talk a bit about real world use case scenario. So for example, let's say there is a lead generation. Basically, lead generation is a process of capturing and converting potential customers into actual paying customer. And it's kind of very crucial activity for sales team, especially in industries like real estate, SaaS, and e-commerce. Typically, leads come from various sources such as websites, form submissions, and landing pages. Now, what you can do with Zapier in this scenario is you can automate the process of capturing lead data from a lead generation form. Let's say you're storing the information in Google Sheets and you use Zapier to automatically segment the leads and trigger the appropriate follow-up actions. Now, let's say, for example, the trigger could be a lead form submission. And in this case, the trigger event could be a new form submission from, let's say, Google Forms. And this form may include, let's say, name, email, company, or industry. Then you have this lead qualification. For example, the given lead is interested, not interested, or follow up later. So each time when a potential lead fills out the form, Zapier will detect the submission and start the workflow. And in the action event, you can store the lead data in Google Sheet, and in the next action in Zapier, it could be automatically stored in the lead information in Google Sheet as a spreadsheet. And each submission is going to create new row with the lead details like organized columns. For example, it could be your lead name, email address, company name, and industry. And also you could update your lead status. So guys, this is what you can do, and your Google Sheet will become, very amazing with the database for managing leads, and it could give your sales team an easy to access overview of potential customers. And also you can take up the follow-up action and lead categorization and segmentation you can also do. So Zapier has this built-in filters and the workflow that can be configured to categorize leads based on their responses also. For example, let's say if the leads are marked as interested, it could be segmented into high priority list, while others are added into a general follow-up list. And this segmentation ensures that your sales team can even prioritize their efforts effectively. So guys, this was a bit about our real world use case scenario. Now, let us discuss the next part. Now, guys, I will also show you some of the amazing things that you could look on Zapier. For example, like webhook, filtering, and email support. So you can definitely try this, and this is a very amazing thing what do all over here. Now, guys, you can also refer the respective official documentation of the Zapier, and you can see all over here. Let's say if you have a form encoded in the form of, let's say, first name and the last name, and let's say you have this respective JSON format data, and what you can do, guys, all over here, you can create your respective webhook. So webhook is something like a URL, and let's say whenever you are creating a webhook, you can use this URL. Let's say if I want to use this respective thing, so what I can do is I could go to my, let's say if I want to use Zapier based webhook, so let's go to the Google Sheets, and in the app script you can update your respective Google Sheets all over here. And you can see, guys, whenever you go to your Google Sheet, all over here, you have to write a JavaScript function all over here. And you can create a variable URL, which is going to be called as your Zapier webhook. And you can easily create your webhook all over here. So what you need to do, let's say, if you want to create a webhook, so just click on your respective event. Okay, so there will be a proper setup that you need to do. Let's say you want to create a trigger first. Okay, so in the configuration section, you need to use the respective thing. Now, let's say given condition all over here, you can also ask the Copilot, let's say create a webhook with, let's say, you can give your trigger action and with filter conditions on high priority to low priority leads, and you can also give a like 3-step workflow in a lead segmentation scenario, and sending email, and finally sending email, and you can give your email ID. So your agent will start working on this respective thing, and it is going to create its own workflow. It might take some time, but these are kind of very, very much important things to actually consider. And it is first going to remove, and let's say it is going to create the trigger on the first step, and then it is going to start adding the new steps. So now you can see it has started first creating the webhooks. So all over here, you can see on the configure section, it is trying to pick off a child key, and it is going to only continue, and you're going to get the respective option. And then you can also set up the respective app configuration by filter by Zap. You don't have to do anything, guys. Everything will be taken care by the agent. And when the first step is done, then it is going to create a workflow. And this is actually pretty good. And you should mind considering taking the paid version of Zapier. Believe me, most of your automation tasks could be easily done. Now, guys, before I end this session, I want to tell you, whenever you are writing any prompt, try to give more depth idea about it. Give in detailed description about it, and your agents will actually start working in that fashion. Now, this was a bit about our Zapier. It can easily integrate GPT all over here, and it could use the respective thing. And also, I would say, sometime it might ask, it is going to automatically detect the respective your OpenAI thing. Just you need to mention your mail ID, and you can see it has started adding all those respective things. Now you can just click to continue, and you can see it is going to start testing the respective thing, and you can start test the respective steps also. So this is an amazing feature, guys, and you can definitely try it out on Zapier. I hope so, guys, you would have enjoyed our today's video on AI automation workflows. Thank you, guys, for watching this video. And also, please do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell icon such that you don't miss out any update from our end.